Hello, students. Welcome to He-Man Academy. Time to empower the students with the power of real superpower of education. So, in the last video, we were talking about the play Sanskar or Bhavna. So, this is the final part 3 of that. So I'll just narrate to you the story so far, whatever has happened. So there are three characters: Ma, Avinash, Uma, Atul. So Avinash is a dominant character. So three main characters: Ma, Uma, and Atul. So Avinash is the elder son of Ma, and he is living separately. He just survived cholera, and Ma does not get to know about it. Ma gets to know about it through a third person, through a maid, and that's why Ma is very unhappy. And Uma also gets to know about this, and Uma also is not very happy because his the elder brother of Atul, Uma's husband, he was ill, and Ma is unhappy. So that is all the more the reason why Uma is unhappy. And in this play there have been events, and there has been this is the main event which has happened. And then there is some part in which Ma is reminiscing the time where when she was very attached to the children, and she used to cry when they were ill, and also all that has happened in the past lectures. And Ma is actually suffering from FOMO because Bhabi, who is Avinash's wife, so Atul also happens to have met her, and Uma also met her once without the knowledge of Ma, because Uma was unhappy with Bhabi. She believes that separation of Avinash was because of Bhabi, Avinash's wife, and that's why Ma is unhappy. So Uma had once gone to fight with her, and she just returned without any result, because Bhabi herself, in conversation with Uma, Bhavi proved her point that she was not wrong, and that's why Uma just returned in anger from her, and Ma is suffering from the pain of her son's ill health, and she also is suffering from the pain that everybody has gone and met Avinash's wife. It was only Ma who was not able to meet because she had become a captive to the family values. So it was more of becoming a slave to those values, and because of them, Ma was not able to meet the wife of Avinash, who saved her son's life, even all on her own. And that's what is the reason of pain for Ma. So then here Ma says, yes, it was him who had said. And what we are talking about here, let me just give you the context. So, students, talking about the context, Avinash had once told his mother that don't the becoming a slave to the family values, or becoming a slave to the values, is the greatest enemy of a person. So that is what Ma is talking about, and Ma is saying, yes, it was he who had said this. And then she is recalling all the conversation she had with Avinash. So Avinash had said, she's recalling that parents, if they are bringing up their children, it is not that they are obliging somebody. It is the moral responsibility of parents to bring up their children. And it is only that they are making their nation debt free. And This is their reward, that they are making themselves and the nation debt free. And if somebody expects more than this, then it is all materialism and attachment, and therefore it is sin. This is what was said by Avinash to Ma. And then Ma is talking to her, talking about her now, and she's saying that, but what should I do? I want something more than that, and that is what I am wanting to achieve. And it is not only me; it's all the parents that they want more than that, because all the parents are attached to the children. And if my son has been separated from me, then I am, I am sad about it. It is it is somebody's fault, but I am sad about it. And then I feel that the reason for separation is the wife of Avinash, and that is why I feel she's at fault. And Uma again says, yeah, I also feel the same, that the wife of Avinash is at fault because Ma is sad. So while Uma is saying, there is an entry of Atul, and in this area the author has described how Atul looks like. He is a fit person, a young man. He is dark in color, and he has a lot of confidence and a lot of attraction in his eyes. When Oma sees him, she gets up, she looks at him, and then goes inside. And while she's gone inside, he sits on the chair and looks at Ma and says, "What is being cooked?" He asks Ma this 2 times, but Ma is not responding, and she is like, she behaves as if she did not hear, and she is asking Atul, "Did you hear?" And then Atul asks her what, and then she goes on to tell about Avinash. Did you hear that Avinash was ill? And then Atul says yes. And then Ma asks, why did you not share with me? And then Atul says, what would you have done? He smiles and says that, yeah, I didn't tell you, because what would you have done even if I told you? Would you go there? Okay, so then Atul again says that, yeah, I know you wouldn't have gone there, and even if you had, because you wouldn't have gone because Avinash or his brother Bhaiya has married a lady who does not belong to the same caste and is a lower caste, and is also somebody who is not their caste, and that is why you would not have gone to meet your son even if he was ill. And if you did not go there, then talking about love and affection, it is all useless. All of you are very heartless. This is what Atul is telling Ma. And then Ma goes on to say, in fact, Ma interrupts him and asks him, am I heartless? So Atul replies, he says, you are not only heartless, you're also coward. Whatever values you've been brought up in, you don't have the power to break those values and break those rules. At this point, Uma enters, and she has a tray of tea in her hand, and she was going towards the room, but then she stays when she's hearing this, and she says, but at least you would have gone there. Did you not go there? So Atul says, no, I did not have anything to do, so I did not go. And Uma is like, she's surprised, and she just can't believe that you also did not go. Ma is also asking him the same question. So Atul is saying, what would I have done even if I had gone? And Ma is like, he is your brother. If he had died, then also would you not feel anything for your brother? Would your heart not cry for your brother? So Atul replies very calmly and says that, Uma, if you knew Bhai Sahab, if you knew older brother, then you would not have said this. He would not have entertained me, and not even his doctor. Okay, so Uma says, but you are his brother. If he had seen you, then he would have felt at peace at least. And Atul replies, he gets up, he ignores actually, and he gets up and he calls the servant Ram Singh and asks for water. Then, uh, Ram Singh replies, "I'm bringing water." And he looks at Uma and says that, "Listen, we must accept the fact that for Bhaiya, for Avinash, it is Bhabi who means everything to him. There is nobody else who means more than Bhabi because she's been doing it. She's been doing everything for him because he's separated from the family, and still Bhabi is giving him the pleasure of family and is also doing everything for him. And that is why we don't have any right to do anything else." Now Uma is frustrated. Ma also gets up and goes. And then, in the meantime, the servant brings water. Atul takes the water and washes his hands and face. And then, for some time, there is nobody saying anything. And all of a sudden, the door which opens, the outside door, it opens, and there is another entry of another maid. She is a middle-aged woman and is wearing a torn shawl. When she sees Atul, she gets conscious and she goes inside. And Atul, he does not respond anything. And then at that point in time, there was some conversation going on inside, and everybody could hear that. And in no moment the conversation became loud. It was evening time, and it was about to dusk, and it was about to get dark. And at that point in time, Ma comes out of the room, and she's very restless, and she's in pain as usual, and she's very restless. And she asks Atul, "Did you hear something else?" And to this, Atul responds and says, "What?" And because she's very restless and she's in pain, and then that is what is the reaction of Atul, and he is asking, "What, Ma?" So, as narrated by the maid, now Ma says that now Avinash is all right, but now his wife is ill, and they say that there is no hope of her survival. And Atul is like, "Yeah, I know." He's very casual, and then right at that point, Uma enters. Uma asks the question, "What is it you're talking about?" And Ma says that now Bhabi is Atul says that now Bhabi is, Bhabi will hardly survive. She is in a bad state of health and she may not survive. And Uma is like, "What?" Oh, of course, the reaction has to be with surprise and shock. And Ma is like, "You know this also?" Atul says, "Yes, I know that also. And I know that Bhabi did everything to save Bhaiya, but Bhaiya is not in that situation. He's still weak. He had not recovered, remember? So Bhaiya does not have all that strength to save Bhabi. So I know all this." And Ma, as if she's not listening, and she's taken aback and she's replying in shock, and she's asking Atul, "So Avinash's wife will die?" And Atul is like, "Yeah, I have heard that." And Uma doesn't know. She's in shock. She's one time looking at her husband and one time she's looking at at Ma. And Uma then she says, "What are you saying? Did you not go? You did not go now also?" And Atul is like, "There is no point going. I know Bhaiya, he has one wise. Whatever he does, he knows how to do it. Whatever he says, he knows how to do it. So he doesn't have money, but he will not ask anybody for money. He is made of iron. That iron can break, but it will not bend." And Uma is shivering, and she says, "But what if something happens to Bhabi?" Atul is serious. He is like, भाभी को कुछ हो गया तो क्या होगा? So he says casually, whatever happens to Bhabhi, then what will happen? And then it's as if the news sinks inside him, and he says, no, Ma, we don't have any right to think about this, about it any further. And all of a sudden, Ma comes in and she says, I have the right. At least I have the right. Atul, again in the same tone, is saying, you also don't have the right, but you can think and nobody will stop you. Students, why do you think why Atul says that you also don't have a right to Ma? It is because when she did not allow Avinash to stay with them, she lost all her rights. And that's why Atul is saying that. And Ma is restless and she doesn't know what to do. And she's like, what will happen if Avinash's wife will die? If Avinash's wife will die? And then, okay, so then maybe Avinash also will. And that's where she stops and she doesn't complete the sentence because she's not able to speak. She is in such a shock, and Uma is looking at her with a lot of amazement, and she's like, she's in pain, and she's trying to console Ma. Then Ma tells her, yes, Betty, I know that if something happens to to Avinash's wife, then Avinash also will not survive. And Uma, her voice is shaken and she says, Ma, what are you saying? Atul is like, Ma, you know this much? So this is this is a state of shock for the whole family, even when they're not living they're not living together with Avinash and his wife. But the rest of the family is in a state of shock. Ma responds to Atul and says, Atul and Uma, and she says, yes, Uma and Atul, I know that if his wife does not survive, then Avinash also will not survive. And it is only me who has the power to save. And then the whole atmosphere is like in amazement. Atul and Uma, they together are they are saying Ma, and Ma again says in the same tone, Atul, that is why I am telling that please take me to her. Take me to them, basically, the wife and Avinash. And I know she's talking about Avinash. I know he is heartless, but I am the mother. I should not be heartless. I want to go. Uma is very happy with this, and Atul is still serious. Uma says, Ma, you're so nice. And Atul says in a serious tone, okay, let's go, Ma. But before we go, you must think and understand that if you are not able to bring that lower caste Bengali Bhabi to this house, then there is no point in going there. And Ma is like calm, and she says, I know, Atul, and that is why I'm going there. So Atul is now happy, and he replies, he says, okay, if that is the thing, then let us go, Ma. Let us go together just now. He calls for the Tonga, he calls for Ram Singh to bring the Tonga, and then they prepare to leave. And he says this, and both of them, they leave the room. Uma is sitting with that book where the play started, and then she repeats, she says, जिन बातों का हम प्राण देकर भी विरोध करने को तैयार रहते हैं. So like those matters on which we are ready to give, for which we are ready to give away our lives, and we want to follow those matters and we want to follow those principles at another point of time, at another point in time in life, we are ready to accept those principles and we are ready to accept those matters without any opposition. Like in this play, Ma was very much, against their marriage, against the marriage of her elder son with an intercaste, with a girl who was Bengali and belonged to a lower caste. She was very much against that. By principle, by family values, she was against that. But then another point, another situation in life happened when she forgot about her opposition and she wanted to bring them home, because that was what was the human angle of it. That was what was human. That's why, one cannot be that rigid about some principles, because those principles are, they are not family friendly, and that's why Ma decides to go there, and finally the play ends. So children, I hope you understood. I was able to give a solution to the problem of your understanding Hindi, and I hope you you will be able to answer all questions in future. Whatever more you expect from my videos, please comment and let me know. And if you feel I have been helpful, then please subscribe and like. Thank you. Bye bye. Meet you in the next video.